Hey guys, tonight we're looking at what happens when a prank goes way too far. Imagine your neighbors sneak into your backyard, steal your favorite trash can, and instead of calling the police, you launch a 22-year military campaign to get it back. This is the War of the Oaken Bucket. It's a story of ego, unnecessary violence, and a very, very average piece of woodwork. Before you drift off, make sure to subscribe, but only if you like history that is as ridiculous as it is boring. Now close your eyes. Feel the weight of the day lifting as we travel to 14th century Italy. The year is 1325. The cities of Modena and Bologna are like two rival high schools that have hated each other for centuries. One night, a few soldiers from Modena sneak into Bologna. They don't steal gold. They don't kidnap a prince. They take a wooden bucket from the city's main well. Picture the bucket. It's made of rough oak planks, held together by rusted iron hoops. It's damp, smelling of moss and old well water. The soldiers laugh as they carry it back to Modena, treating it like a holy relic. Listen to the sound of their boots on the dry, dusty road. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Each step is a slow, steady rhythm that carries you deeper into the past. This section uses repetitive, technical details of medieval politics to induce sleep. Bologna didn't just want the bucket. They wanted the principle. Let's discuss the long, drawn-out diplomatic letters sent between the Guelphs and the Ghibellines. Imagine a scribe sitting at a heavy oak table, his eyes tired from hours of work. He is writing on thick parchment, his quill scratching rhythmically, scritch, scritch. He lists every legal violation of the municipal code regarding public well property. The letters are thousands of words long, filled with repetitive Latin phrases and boring territorial claims. As he writes, the flickering candle on his desk casts a soft, warm glow over the room. The flame is steady, and so is you. Bref. Eventually, 30,000 foot soldiers and 2,000 knights met at the Battle of Zappolino. It was one of the largest battles of the Middle Ages, all for a bucket that Modena refused to give back. Modena won. They kept the bucket. In fact, if you go to Modena today, you can still see it hanging in the bell tower of the cathedral. But now, the battle is over. The soldiers have gone home. The dust has settled on the Italian plains. The bucket hangs silently in the dark, cold tower, swaying slightly in the night breeze. Creak, creak. The world is quiet. The petty wars are finished. You are safe. You are drifting. Bologna's response to the theft wasn't an immediate attack. No, it was something far more exhausting, medieval litigation. For weeks, the city council sat in a drafty, cold stone hall, debating the exact legal status of public well property. Imagine the scribe, Brother Marcello. He's been awake for 18 hours, dipping his quill into a heavy iron inkwell. Dip, scratch, dip, scratch. He is writing the Manifesto of the Stolen Oak. It is a document that spans 42 pages of dense, repetitive Latin. Every sentence starts with whereas, and every paragraph ends with a list of historical grievances dating back to the Roman era. The parchment is thick and yellowed. As Marcello unrolls it, it makes a dry, cracking sound that echoes through the silent library. He describes the bucket's dimensions, 14 inches high, 12 inches wide, over and over again in mind-numbing detail. Feel your mind drifting as the technicalities of 14th century property law fill your ears. It is so specific, so unnecessary, and so incredibly boring that your thoughts begin to dissolve into the gray mist of history. Eventually, the ink ran dry and the sword were drawn. But even the battle was a lesson in slow-motion chaos. 32,000 men marched toward the small town of Zappolino. Imagine the scene at sunset. The heat of the Italian sun is fading, replaced by a cool, blue twilight. 2,000 knights on heavy horses are standing perfectly still in a field of tall grass. You can hear the distant metallic jingle of their chainmail, chink, 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 as the horses shift their weight. The battle lasted only 2 hours, but for the men there, it felt like an eternity. In the end, Bologna, the city that lost the bucket, also lost the battle. They retreated in the dark, their boots sinking into the soft, damp earth of the valley. Modena's soldiers didn't chase them for long. They had what they wanted. They marched back home, the wooden bucket tied to the saddle of the lead.